Hey everyone, this is Stanley Leary here. I've been wanting to give you a behind the scenes look at some of my work and to show you how I create stories, light a scene, and put all the pieces together. But before I launch into that, I needed to do a little testing with my gear. Right now, I'm working with both a DJI Pocket 3 and a Pocket 2 using the DJI Mic 2 system to see how that functions together. Part of the setup is figuring out how to mount the cameras on light stands, have them track me automatically while I'm moving around. I've also been experimenting on how to edit all this in Adobe Premiere Pro so that when I start sharing these behind the scenes videos, everything looks and sounds great. One thing I quickly learned is that the setup is very different from interviewing someone else. I'm actually the one on camera. And so I'm learning to talk more directly to you and to guide you through what I'm doing instead of just filming the process. So consider this a test run, a sneak peek of what's coming soon. I'm happy and excited to bring you along for the ride. For this first one, you're going to meet my friend Gibbs, and we went out on a pond to photograph some birds, ended up with a blue heron. I think Gibbs got a good shot maybe of the kingfisher, and I'll share you some of his photos as well as mine. Hope you enjoy. Thanks.
In photography, most photographers think they're getting hired because of their pictures. While there's a little truth to that, 90% of the reason people hire you is because of you. Yeah. So they're working with you in the profession. And so if you'll notice, most photographers don't like seeing themselves on camera and are really shy, but the ones who are willing to kind of give you the peek behind. Yeah. So the Instagram things and everything that do better are not just a picture of you with a heron, but then a picture showing you get the picture and how you explain how you got it. And people are more interested in following somebody like that. That's not only true for trying to become popular in whatever reason, it helps with clients for the same reason.
Yeah, give us an insight as to who you really are.
So why are you doing this? What's your why?
The why for it is to actually become where I'm getting more jobs. Yeah. So that's the main thing. And so the other thing is to help, then I can release this into clients and saying, hey, here I was doing this. And you're just slowly getting them to know you as a person.
So we've got an unusual situation here, and as Daryl mentioned, we've got one really high. Now, I hadn't seen one this high since I was down at the Chattahoochee and with one of my sons. And then we've got another one here on the edge, and he's just a little bit too obscured right now from the foliage. But I'm waiting for this guy to do something because thanks to Daryl, we can see him.
My goodness, look how glassy the water is right now.
Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to actually go to bird mode here.
Should get nice. It was nicer when it had the fog on the wall about an hour ago. It had the mist, and it was just unreal.
Oh, so it's burned off now?
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful.
This was 2 minutes ago.
Wow. Oh, you're fine. I'm just lowering this down just a little so I can get a... And these things are set for active track, so that one's tracking me, that one's tracking him. We got mics on. So whatever he says, I have got him documented, and he cannot say he didn't say it.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is he's going to come down.
He's looking like he is getting ready to.
He's looking like he's getting ready to. So all hands are sort of on deck here.
So what modes are you in on your camera?
Yeah, so I'm in, everything's manual with auto ISO. And then that way I can control the shutter speed and the aperture, which is quote unquote wide open with this 1.4x on here. But I just like using manual a lot. And then multi-pattern metering.
So what's your focus modes? Because that's more important than the exposure triangle nowadays.
It is, yeah. So I'm using subject detect auto, and I'm using bird right now, and just kind of rolling with that, and no constraints on the area, on the focus area. Just letting the camera kind of think for me. I found out here that that'll work just
Nice.
fine.
What's amazing to me is some of these spider webs they shoot up out of, like, where are they going? They're up in the sky, and it's like,
Yeah, they parachute those. They're carried by the wind. So, you know, I kill them around my house, and what they do is they parachute down from the trees again, and then they repopulate your gutters and everything else. I'm hoping this guy lifts off sometime soon.
patience, grasshopper.
Yeah, lots of patience and lots of arm strength too. I need to get back on the weights.
You're doing it now.
I kind of laid off for a while. Yeah. Got some nice plumage near the head there. Let's see.
That's the thing with these birds. They can just sit there and stay there forever, right?
Yeah. How much patience do you have?
He's just cleaning, printing. What do you call it?
Preening?
Preening, yes.
Here we go.
You think so?
I don't know.
You may be adjusting just, oh, no, there goes, whoops, there you go, got.
Yeah.
What's your shutter speed or your motor drive set for?
Oh, for me, it's always 20 frames per second. It's a culling nightmare after the shoot. But yeah, I just love just, you know, being able to get those moments. So I'll default to 20 frames a second.
Do you think this bird is just looking for fish out there and is waiting, and that's all he's doing is just looking around?
I don't know what he's doing. He's got a mind of his own, that's for sure.
He's such a bird brain.
He is such a bird brain. At least he'll be a slower liftoff than, for example, a hawk. But I'm starting to get the arm shake, so I've got to, you know, raise and lower and raise and lower. I almost wish I had my tripod and gimbal head today, so that I could rest between shots. But he's definitely, this is, you know, I usually don't see the great blue herons this high off, at least around here, so off the ground.
I'm looking and seeing if there's any hawks or, but I don't even see the turtles out.
No, and they'll be to the left in that dry area. That's where they were yesterday when I was walking Cooper here behind us.